Okay, so we are starting our last topic of your syllabus from the algae. It is the Rhodophyta. So, in division Rhodophyta, commonly it is to be called as a red algae, and generally, as it is to be supposed, these multicellular aquatic organisms commonly they having about the 5,000 species found. The good examples are Polysiphonia, Porphyra, then Batrachospermum. It is the only found in the fresh water where the unpolluted water is there. Then Carolina is there. In rhodophytes, commonly as we are knowing, these are commonly seen in the tropical reefs, that is the tropical where the rocky areas are there and heavy rainfall, heavy temperature. Secondly, as they to be found where the calcium carbonate contents or the shells of the hard shells of the carbonates are more. So these are the, and generally we are knowing the coral reefs are there. So coral reef is the character for their occurrence is commonly seen. Then mainly they are to be characterized as the asexual reproduction by the non-motile spores, and these are called as the monospores. The sexual reproduction, it is oogamous type, that is they are to be involving the specialized female cells called the carpogonia, and the specialized male cells they are called as the spermatia. I think you have studied the Batrachospermum. So these two words we are generally using in the sporophytic stage, right? Or in this gametophytic stage where the spermatia and carpogonia are developed. Several rare algae they having the economic importance like the brown algae is there. Then carrageenan, it is extracted from the red algae and it is to be used as a stabilizer or emulsifier in the certain food products like the ice creams, custards, or the microwave or the evaporated milk is there. The agar we are knowing it is generally used as a solidifying agent in our tissue culture medias or the microbiological medias. It is generally extracted from the genera Gelidium and the Gracilaria. So these are the good examples you are observing the red algae members as they shows the red color, and therefore there is a main pigment, it is to be having a phycoerythrin. So phycoerythrin is the main pigment reported here. Generally also some members found in the fresh water and maximum are in the marine water. The rhodophyte members are generally they are to be commonly called as a coralline algal types are there. Then in the general characteristics of the rhodophyte, here you are observing just above we have seen this is the Gracilaria genus. Then secondly, as it shows the it looks in the smaller in the occurrence in the patch or the habitat, and generally magnified part is like this. Then second genera, it is the having the red algal members from the eukaryotes, that is the endosymbiosis is there, and as we are knowing they shows the thallus like structure about 3 to 4 inches in the length and 10 centimeter in the generally having up to the 3 to 4 centimeter in the width. Then in these characteristic some members like the Brachiolaria, so they are generally showing also presence of chlorophyll A and the chlorophyll D. Phycoerythrin, phycocyanin, then allophycocyanin, these are the accessory or supportive pigments are there. The cellulose, as it is to be considered as a main framework, and mostly the mucilage is generally showing, and therefore it contains the nature in the in the agar. Then calcium carbonate, in their cell walls, such as coralline algae are there, as we are knowing Helimeda or the other genera. So this shows the silica content, or sorry, calcium carbonate content is there. Then in the characteristics, about 831 genera and 5250 species are reported all over the world. They are commonly, these red algae, they are showing as due to the presence of water soluble red pigment is there. So R phycoerythrin, it is the main. So as it is present maximum and generally as chlorophyll, it must to the chlorophyll E, which gives the characteristic red coloration. More than 98 members are marine and the rest are growing in the freshwater. The freshwater members found in the stagnant water are Asterocystis, then Compsognathus, as well as in flowing water, your Lamania, then Thoria, and the Batrachospermum. So you remember this. So which are the stagnant water, that is steady water genera, and which are the flowing water genera. Then marine species generally they are also found at the greater depth up to the 30 to 90 meters. So as they generally not related to the sunlight, so therefore like that of the chlorophyta members are there. Then parasitism and the epiphytism is also generally seen here, and the parasite member shows the great reduction in the size and the pigmentation. Some parasite members like Ceramium condicola generally seen on the Codium fragile or Polysiphonia lanosa on the Ascophyllum nodosum. So some other larger members are there, algal. So they are going as epiphytic or the parasitic. Then epiphytic members are Rhodocorton or Ceratocolex. They grow on the members of other Rhodophyceae members. Then Porphyridium, it is a unicellular member. It is commonly terrestrial and grow on the damp soil. Then marine members commonly grow in the sublittoral zones are there. So this zone it is generally seen at the bank of the ocean. It is called, or the seashore areas. So it is called as the sublittoral. Then Rhodocorton, then Corallina and the Bostrichia, they grown in the intertidal zone. So inside to the from the seashore. So it is called as the intertide. So generally where the rocky seashores are there. In characteristics of Rhodophyceae, just we are going to see. So most of the members, they generally about 98% are marine. 20 species they are reported from the fresh water, and the saprophytes, parasites are also, and the epiphytes. Then we have seen about the unicellular example is the Porphyridium, multicellular generally as it is showing the Goniotrichum. Parenchymatous is the Porphyra or Crinella. Pseudoparenchymatous Helminthocladia or feathery Polysiphonia and the ribbon-like chondrus. So just we have seen the photographs. Then these Rhodophyceae members and they are not same like that of your brown algae Phaeophyceae members. They generally shows up to the 2 meters. A good only example is their Sizemania. It is generally reported by Abbott in 1967. In reproduction, the flagellated motile stages, they are also reported here. Here in the some members are there, and generally as there are the cell wall, generally it is of heavy made up of outer pectic and inner is the cellulosic layer. The mucilage is generally seen in the outer layer and mainly consist of agar-agar and the carrageenans, and which constitute the major portion of the dry weight of the cell wall. In multicellular forms, generally the cytoplasmic connections these are maintained, and this it is due to the these threads formation, and it is called as a plasmodesmata. So it is studied by the electron microscopic study. Then it is to be confirmed. The members of Rhodophyceae also shows variation in number of nuclei in a cell. In the class Benzoidae, the cells are uninucleate, but in subclass Floridae, most of members shows the multinucleate. The nuclei are up to the 3000 to 4000. The example in the Grypisthecia. Grypisthecia is the example where nuclei are the more. Then the cells have the chromatophores with a central pyrenoid in the Benzoidae, or the discoid in the parietal chromatophores with the pyrenoids in the Floridae. So we are observing the classification. Then photosynthetic pigments are chlorophyll A, B, alpha and beta carotene, xanthophylls. Xanthophylls like the teraxanthin, lutein, phyloxanthin, zeaxanthin, flavoxanthin, and bilioproteins. So these they are the R-phycoerythrin and R-phycocyanin. The characteristic red coloration of the algae is due to the sufficient presence of the R-phycoerythrin, which completely masks the chlorophyll A. The chief xanthophylls is teraxanthin, and the chlorophyll B is present. The reserve food is in the Floridan starch type, then floridicide and monoglycerate. So it is in the form of this. Then reproduction takes place by all the three means: vegetative, asexual, and the sexual. So vegetative mainly takes place only in unicellular forms. Then asexual takes place by monospores, neutral spores, carpospores, bispores, and the tetraspores. So it is in the unfavorable climatic condition, that is the water condition. Then sexual is of advanced oogamous type. The male organ is called the spermatium. Single non-flagellate male gamete is produced in spermatium is called the spermatium. Spermatangium, which is called as the spermatium, and female sex organs are called as the carpogonia or procarp. The carpogonia flash-shaped with a long neck, and the trichogyne. So during the fertilization, the spermatium comes in contact with the trichogyne with the help of water current. And in Rhodophyceae, the post-fertilization changes are highly elaborated. They develop carposporophyte. These carposporophyte develop the carposporangia, and they produce the single carpospore. The most of the Rhodophyceae members, they shows the biphasic or the triphasic life cycle. So all these 15 characters, they are generally related with the Rhodophyceae. Then in remaining part we will see in the next lecture.